What's up, guys? Hope you are having an amazing day. I welcome you to my channel. If you are new on this channel, my name is Edmund. I'm a street photographer here in Columbus, Ohio. And basically what I do is I go on the street, I take photos, I share with you guys. Sometimes I do POV to let you see exactly what I'm looking at on the street. Sometimes I don't get the opportunity to show POV, so I go out, take the photos, and still share it with you guys. As I've talked on this channel in the previous videos, I think it was like my first video, I mentioned that I was introduced to street photography in 2017 by a friend, Sean. Sean has been a really good friend, and he was the one that introduced me to street photography, and he was the same person that introduced me to film photography. So he was the one that got me into shooting film. And recently, I've not shot with Sean for a while. I've not seen him for a while. But then recently we started like messaging each other and talking about how we miss going out to take photos and stuff like that, because both of us have stuff going on in our lives that were not giving us the opportunity to get together and go out and shoot. So last week, Sean and I actually went out to Lancaster, which is a city close to where I live, and we went to take some photos, and actually it was really great, like going back on the street. Recently I've been in the market of trying to get my hands on a medium format camera, because I feel like as I'm growing in my photography and my street photography, I wanted to take that step and then go into medium format and then see what it's about, how it's gonna change my photography and all of that. So I reached out to a few friends, told them about it, been watching a lot of YouTube videos about medium format cameras and all the brands that is out there, which one is going to be good for me, which one is going to be in my budget and all of that. So I reached out to Sean and I told him about it. He already had some medium formats that he personally was shooting and some that was laying around, and he actually was shooting the Bronica, I think it's Bronica S2, could be wrong, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And then he had the Fuji GA645, so he said he was going to let me borrow the Fuji and shoot it and then see what it's about. Now before that, another friend of mine, Tariq, gave me his I think it's the Mamiya RB667, but the only thing was we had a little problem with the lens. This Fuji was working. I was excited about it. Sean was really generous and kind enough to also give me a roll of film to shoot with it. So like I said, we went to Lancaster, and it's like a small town here in Ohio. It was fun. We walked around downtown Lancaster taking some photos, and then we decided to also go a little bit the country road to see what's there. Downtown we saw some really interesting stuff, like this colorful umbrellas like hanging up. There were a few buildings around that was very, very interesting. I think it was a church and really cool buildings around that we took photos of. So we got into the car and we drove east to see what's there, and we actually came upon this barn that was sitting alone, and took some photos, and it was amazing. It was really good shooting the Fuji. First, hands-on, it was a little bit confusing because it's one of those cameras that is like automatic, but then you have a little bit of manual adjustment to it, and I didn't know how to switch from like what aperture to what aperture, or what shutter speed to what shutter speed. But Sean taught me a little things about it, and then we get the rest myself. Once we finished that taking photos of that barn, it was getting late. Sean had to go and pick up his kids from school, so we decided to drive back home. And actually on our way, he mentioned that there is this place called Rock Mill, and it was a really fun place, and so we should just pass by and see if it was a good spot to take some photos as well. And so we made a stop, and actually it was great. It wasn't that bad. There was this very interesting building over there that I photographed, and then there was this barn that was there, and this tree and the road and all of that, as you guys can see in the photos that I'm showing. It wasn't bad. It's probably a place that I will definitely visit again and try to make some photos based on different seasons and stuff like that. Anyway, after shooting that film, that really made up my mind on getting myself a medium format. It's just like the same feeling I had when I was introduced to film, or when I was introduced to street photography. It was very addictive. It was very fun. It was something that I was like, I need to get myself one of those. So I kept searching. I went to few camera shops here in Columbus, trying to talk to the guys in there, trying to figure out what would work for me, the price and all of that. Actually, it's not cheap. So I have one friend, I had a friend, he's the same person that gave me this Epson scan. Dave, shout out to Dave. He's a really great friend. And I talked with him about me wanting to get a medium format, and he mentioned that he had a Hasselblad 500 cm that he could let go and let me buy it. So I talked with him. He was very generous to come down the price for me to be able to afford it, and I got my hands on this Hasselblad right here. But Dave only had the body and the back for me, and the lens, he didn't have a lens for me, but he was generous enough to let me borrow one of his lenses and then shoot it, try it out, see if I still love it, and then if it worked, and just keep it, like buy it from him. And it did work. So we took the first photo, the first row, and it came out pretty well, pretty decent. The photos wasn't anything good. It was just like walking around where I had my studio, just taking some photos with him and no one. Recently, I've been having some problems with my Epson scanner. Updating to the new Mac OS Catalina, I'm having problems with the Epson software, and I have to go back to using my PC so I'll be able to scan my files. And then I'm getting all this blue color cast on my scans. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, but I think it worked a little bit in this one. I had to reset it and take it to like default settings and try again, and it actually worked. So I have this Hasselblad now. This is mine. I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to really go out there and share some photos with you. Actually, tomorrow I'm going out with Sean to take some photos on this, and I'm going to either bring you guys along with me, or I'm going to take the photos and still share it with you guys. So, bought the body and the back from Dave, and then I had to go get the lens, which I am bankrupt right now because this thing, it's not cheap, but I'm super excited about it. I guess this is it. I'm just gonna end the video here, and thank you guys for watching again. If you want to follow me on my Instagram is kbutton_street, and you guys can go there and see all my photos. See you guys in the next one. But until then, go hit the streets, be safe, create some beautiful work, and don't forget, always create to inspire. See you guys.